Bitter_ad 1908 asks, am I the butthole for telling my autistic wife to grow up? Context: we have been together for years, and we just recently had a child together. It's never been an issue in the past. I'd love to listen to her info dump about her newest hyperfixation, and we'd talk through how things made us feel to better understand each other. We even made journals for each other to write down likes, dislikes, interests, dos and don'ts, etc. It has never been an issue for the years we've been together, but after having our child, she's gotten worse, and it's becoming harder and harder to take care of both of them, so much so that I am working 10-hour days to support us financially. She's been on leave for 20 months. Come home, I have to worry if she has eaten. If our child has eaten, they spend the morning with my family and the late evenings with wife until I get home, cook for both of them, feed, change, clean, dress and put our child to sleep, then basically do the same for her. It wasn't like this before, but my last straw was when they used our rent money to buy expensive Halloween costumes of her latest interest for the three of us. I understand it was a thoughtful gesture, but having to beg for money from my family that month, after showing off our expensive costumes, was my breaking point. She spends most mornings sleeping in and most evenings ignoring our child in their crib while flipping through TikTok's 10 feed. I basically told her I will not raise our child, and their mother, and told them to grow up. I get that some of it isn't her fault, but I can't risk our child's safety on her whims. She regularly buys random things we don't need, leave our child unattended or barely supervised, and I have to constantly worry about her and our child eating while I'm working to make sure we keep a roof over our heads. I'm at the end of my rope and feel like I'm the only adult in the relationship. I've nearly called it quits if not for what that would do to our child. AITA. Butthole aficionado answers bitter_ad 1908. Not the butthole, but sounds like your wife isn't coping with motherhood. Is there any help she can get for her behaviors? Sounds like she's borderline neglecting your child, and that is massive concern. You may need to close down her access to family money while you sort this behavior out, but you absolutely do need to sort it. This is a dangerous situation for your child and precarious for you financially. I'm so sorry though, mate. This is so tough, and I hope you have a good support network. Darrell Nirgar comments on Butthole Aficionado's answer. I want to hop on top comment here to bring up a little known autistic trait called autistic burnout. This isn't regular burnout and is worth looking up. Essentially, when we're continuously exposed to sensory issues and spend a lot of time masking every day, it slowly makes you lethargic and you start to revert back mentally and become more childlike. It's definitely worth looking up. It's incredibly common, and because the world is designed for neurotypicals, autistic people aren't accommodated for things like this and are often just called lazy or stupid for not being able to handle sensory and social problems that neurotypical people just don't have to experience. This isn't to say that you are in any way the asshole. You're both burned out. She sounds like she is in a very different way to the way you are. Consider exploring burnout and bring this up to her so she can find ways to help herself and try to change. It's understandable how you feel. I just hope you don't think it's a case of laziness, because it very rarely is in the case of autism. Edited to add, on the topic of talking to her about potential burnout, I'd say you should talk to her generally about how you feel, if you haven't already. Don't let it simmer and blow up at her, just explain that you're tired and how you feel about everything. I know it's a commonly stated thing, but communication is everything in a relationship and keeps it healthy and functioning. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. If you have a different opinion, please write them in the comments. Until next time.